Bernie Sanders is going to, I think, goes to the floor, the Medicare for All bill. Yesterday, Cory Booker, here he is, became the latest senator, Democratic senator, to say he is on board. Senator Booker.
I'm signing on to Medicare for All, which is I'm excited to do this week. Senator Sanders and myself and others are going to be announcing some legislation. I'm signing on to some other of my colleagues, all of us working towards this understanding that if you look at American history, it has always been advancements towards greater equality, greater access, greater opportunity. And what we have right now is a country where just because of your wealth will depend upon the kind of, whether you have health care or not. You should not be punished because you're working class or poor and be denied health care.
So Senator Booker joins Jeff Merkley, Kamala Harris from California, Elizabeth Warren from Massachusetts, Kirsten Gillibrand from New York, maybe a couple of others, I don't know, supporting Bernie Sanders' bill. Wouldn't you agree that this would never have happened if Bernie hadn't run for president?
Maybe, but also look at that list of names you just read off. What do they have in common?
They're running for president.
They're at least potentially running for president.
Yeah,
every single one of them.
They're thinking about it.
So what does that tell you? It tells you that they're trying to line themselves up with the progressive base right now instead of trying to be more centrist and do things that aren't as flashy and progressive.
And I think they see that Bernie had such success with this message in 2016.
Right. And it's also like this is what the base gets excited about, the progressive base. I mean, once you get out of the primary, if these people run and one of them wins and they're pushing Medicare for all, I mean, the question is what happens after the primary. I mean, this is getting way ahead here. This is still 2017.
Yeah.
But these are the kinds of things people think about already.
Sure.
In the Senate, if they're considering
and
a run.
some of these senators are up for re-election. I mean, Bernie himself is up for
and these
re-election.
things excite the base. But the question is, I mean, this is not going to go anywhere in the Senate. People will continue to sign on to this bill, and they'll make statements about it, and they'll get people excited. But this is a Republican-run Congress. It's not going anywhere. So why would they be doing this? To excite their supporters for something down the road, potentially.
One name that's missing from this list is Minority Leader Chuck Schumer. Would you expect to see him on this? Kirsten Gillibrand's there, not Chuck Schumer yet.
Yeah, I would not expect Chuck Schumer to see Chuck Schumer on this right now. It's not the issue that is
strategically, or do you think
strategically? I don't think he's necessarily opposed, but this is not what's on the on the front burner in the Senate right now. And Chuck Schumer is in charge. He's not going to take the party off in a different direction from what their plans are on the Senate floor. But I wouldn't be surprised if a little time passes and he signs on to this thing. But they're focused on DACA. They're focused on preventing Republicans from pushing through a tax reform bill that benefits the rich. They're focused on, preserving the Affordable Care Act. They're focused on things right now that are actually happening in the Senate. And a bill like this is more of a kind of a signal to voters on an issue that Democrats like.
Right.